Hey everybody, it's the Daily Dugout. Jim Davis along with Boats and Droz. Today's show brought to you by Pop Collars, dating all the way back to the 1980s.
Before I was even born.
Glad you can keep that trend going. What next? Members only jackets?
Oh, I need to get one.
Some Zubaz pants? I'd be more into the 90s actually, but you're a
I would rock
trendsetter.
some Zubaz.
Yeah.
Into the
Did you say Zubaz or I say Zubaz? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't remember either. I know they were ugly and I never wore them, but a lot of people love those things. Anyway, the Broncos have 3 candidates that they're going to interview, 2 this week, 1 next week. Kyle Shanahan, the son of course, Broncos Super Bowl winning coach, back-to-back titles. Mike Shanahan, his son Kyle, the Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator, will meet with the Broncos this week. Because the Falcons have a bye, they'll get a chance to interview Kyle Shanahan this weekend. They will also talk with Dave Taub. You're going, who the hell's Dave Taub? Dave Taub is a special teams coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. And the last big-name special teams coach to get a head coaching job would be one John Harbaugh in Baltimore. So it doesn't happen very often a special teams coach ends up being a head coach. But they'll talk to those 2 guys. And then next week, it'll be Miami Dolphins defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, guy that has ties to the Broncos with Matt Russell being a teammate of his at Colorado. The Broncos also interviewed Vance Joseph when they were going to hire Gary Kubiak. If Kubiak had not taken the job, Vance Joseph could have ended up being the Broncos head coach. So they'll talk with Vance Joseph next week since the Dolphins are playing this weekend. And some interesting candidates. It seems like, to me, Boats and Droz, it's Kyle Shanahan, Vance Joseph. Those seem to be the 2 front runners right now for the job.
And I like Shanahan from the offensive standpoint of things. Denver does need to kind of work a little bit better offensively, as we saw this year. Also gives you a chance to keep Wade Phillips around, I think, if you do bring in a guy like Kyle Shanahan. Whereas if you have a guy like Vance Joseph, his defensive mind, Wade Phillips' defensive mind, maybe they may clash on some things, but who knows with that top-ranked defense in the NFL. With Taub, that's the Kansas City special teams coach there. Look at how the Chiefs' special teams has looked this year, and look at how Denver's did this season as well. So maybe you can kind of see something change a little bit in all 3 phases of the game if they bring in a guy like Taub.
Yeah, I think with Taub, it's just one of those deals where you want to bring in number of candidates. You want to have a lot of guys to talk to pick their brains. I don't think Dave Taub is a legitimate series contender because he doesn't fit the criteria that John specified the other day, which was young coach with, it seems like an offensive mind. That would mean Kyle Shanahan. But you really emphasize, though, the young part of it, a guy that could relate to players. I mean, Dave Taub is 54. It's not like he's ancient, because Wade Phillips has certainly bridged that generational gap. It just seems like Shanahan or Joseph are guys that fit that bill as far as the young, up-and-coming coach that could lead the Denver Broncos. So we'll see what happens with that. Of course, you listen to the show weekday mornings. We'll keep you updated on what's going on. Tomorrow, Mark Johnson from 850 KOA will join us at 7:20 to give us the latest on what he's hearing about the Broncos coaching search. We also have some high school basketball tomorrow. Palisade and Rifle. The boys' teams have struggled. They have a combined 2 wins together. But the 2 girls' teams, with Krista Brown for Palisade and with Taylor Walters for Rifle, that should be a really good matchup. That'll be tomorrow. Our pregame starts on the Team Sports Network at 5:30 tomorrow with Ryan Grewell. We'll have the call of that.
Yeah, Ryan Grizz. I'm excited for that.
Ryan Grizz will get a chance. So that'll be a good one tomorrow. So make sure you join us in the program tomorrow. He's out. The Buckeye boys back tomorrow. Still kind of drown his sorrows after what happened to Ohio State the other day. So he'll be back with us tomorrow. Make sure you join us. Also, who is it tomorrow in the program, too, 7 to 10? Don't miss it. See you then.